I went from strict to stricto, strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Strict. I went from strict.
Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Hold on, let me get the right mic on. I got the right mic on. There we go, plug that in. Just make sure I've got the right mic. It's working. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Welcome back to the channel. Big Stricto here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, whatever it is that these other YouTubers tell you to do, but do it for me. Brother, these last couple hours, last 15 hours or so, has been a madness. Absolute madness. I don't know how you lot slept, bro. I swear I woke up around 4 in the morning, like in disbelief, in absolute disbelief, bro, at what happened last night. There's so much to really unpack. I don't even know where to start, but I will attempt. I think the main one everyone's talking about is the manager, I suppose. So maybe we can start there. Mikel Arteta. We're starting to see patterns from the last few seasons where everything looks in control until it's not. Yesterday's interview with Sky Sports, he didn't really say much on that interview, but I later on heard his other interviews where he seemed quite he basically criticized the performance, plain and simple, saying if you're going to play like that in the Premier League, you're not deserving to win any game, which is absolutely right. But if we look at how we've been playing the last couple of games, even games that we've won, one that sticks out in my mind is Karat in the Champions League, where we was explosive. It was it 2-0 up or 3-0 up at halftime? I can't even remember. But that game, there was no control. You know, Karat ain't, I think they hadn't scored a goal. Like they've only scored like 6 goals or so, or 4 goals. But then added, came to the Emirates and added like 2 goals to that performance. I mean, these are like essentially non-league European team. They're the non-league of European teams of the competition. Like this is a team you go out there and you whack them 7-8. I don't care, 7-8. But that performance there, if you look at my previous video, I said it was just like pulling teeth out, and it was exactly that. If you even want to go further than that, if you want to go back to Nottingham Forest, which is an obvious one, we were toothless in that, lacked control in that game. If you want to even go further than that, Bournemouth, again, another game where we looked in charge, looked in control, but then started sweating towards the end. Brighton at home, control of that game, and then started sweating towards the end. And eventually, bro, like Prince Andrew, sweat's gonna run out. Sweat's gonna run out. And that's what I want to address, is that why are we so obsessed with control, yet losing control? What's happening here? We play football. No one really enjoys the football, and it's effective until it's not, right? But I'm just trying to understand how we lose. Like the control isn't effective. It's not like we've got the ball and we're just passing it around and, you know, like frustrating teams. Like if anything, the control is inviting teams. So is it really control? Yesterday has to be one of the worst. In fact, no, that's a lie. That's actually the worst thing. That wasn't the worst I've seen us perform. That's the worst thing. That actually isn't the worst I've seen us perform. Now that my head's cleared down, that I've calmed down a little bit, I can actually analyze that game minute by minute. That wasn't the worst we've performed, and that is actually the scary part. There is no one in that team I watched yesterday that said, "Do you know what? Give me the ball. Let me do something." There was no one in that team that said, "Do you know what? Everyone calm the fuck down." And what I used to see in the Arsenal over these past couple seasons is the drinks break, or when a ball goes out or there's an injury, where the team rally around and communicate and start talking. I didn't see none of that yesterday. And I'm not saying it didn't happen because I wasn't at the game. I'm only watching what Sky is showing us. But I'm not seeing that togetherness. When shit's going wrong, someone's having a word, someone's actually assuring the other. I didn't see that. I think they call it leadership. Declan Rice was on the pitch. Big Gabby was on the pitch. And these are players that we've touted to be the next Arsenal captains. I didn't see any control. I didn't see any assurance. All I saw was a bunch of guys panicking minute by minute, second to second, bro. David Raya never once gave me any piece of assurance to believe, anything was under control. And it starts from the back. Gabriel, the same thing. I'm saying that Wolves second goal, bro. Gabby, you either got a head of that away, or Raya, you've got to clear your man. You've got to clear your man to the point where it's a head injury. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to clear your man to the point is Gabby's got to go down with a head injury, bro. Medical come on, right? It's got to be that sort of situation. We've seen it now. It was the same against Sunderland and the same scoreline. Last minute. What is happening where these guys are not taking control of the game? Now, that point there, those little margins there, you can talk about you want Arteta out, you can talk about how he's set up, but that there is squarely on the players. That is basic of football. Communication is David Raya, if you're coming to get that ball, I want Gabby's head on the floor in blood, bro. Gabby, if you don't want the keeper, if you don't want the keeper to get it or anyone around you, put your fucking head to that. These small margins are costing us. These small margins only produce fear and nervousness. And I'm afraid it's only going to get worse. Muscle memory. Every time we score, we start remembering, oh shit, remember we drew with Wolves, and the fear creeps in. There is no one in that squad right now that I have any trust, faith, and belief in, bro. Big advocate for Gabby. You lot know this. The poster's behind you. You can see it. Behind me, you can see it. Big advocate for Declan Rice. Saliba. Timber. Bro, Timber. How bad has Timber got? By the way. I'm there scream. Bro, you know the thing, yeah? People, like, you lot, audience, viewers, yeah? You might have your little WhatsApp groups and you lot go back and forth in that. Bro, I'm on the internet with this shit. I'm held accountable for my opinions. People make content on my people make content on my content. I've had a man insult my family because of content. I look at my WhatsApp, I look on my Instagram, and it's just hella insults. Arsenal fans and rival fans, bro. My word, it's literally on the line. I've heard man talk about Arteta this manager, and I've read and I said, nah, this guy's gonna get us there. Even though I can see what he hasn't done in the past, but I still stand by it. And people are saying, like in my inbox, I can show you right now. Are you still behind this manager? It's fans like you. It's all I've seen is fans like you. It's fans like you. It's fans like you. People pointing at me. I've got nowhere to hide. I've still got to come out and I've still got to stream, and I've still got to talk about football. I want my team to do well. You've also seen when it's time to be critical, I have been critical. You can't accuse me to the point where when I'm critical, what happens? The guy's a flip flop. Is a flip flop. That I get labeled flip flop. I don't care for that label, by the way, but I'm making my point here. But what I saw yesterday, bro, I'm trying to figure out who's to hold majority of the blame. Is it squarely on the manager? Is it squarely on the players, or is it a combination of both? But I still can't deny, that the football we're playing isn't good, but it has been effective in some way. We are sitting 5 points clear now. Man City a game in hand, 5 points clear. So what I'm saying is it done? Is that what you lot are telling me? Is the league done? Is the league done? Is this a reoccurring pattern, or is it different this season? Yeah, Blanco, big up yourself, Blanco. I see your comment. Everyone's entitled to the opinion. Doesn't mean anyone is any more or less of a fan for having a different opinion. No one should give shit for opinion. Big up my guy, 100%. Like me and you've argued in the past about stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? You're quite reasonable. But I'm telling you, when a man will come out and start insulting family and all of that stuff, yeah, miss me with that. Like I said to a man, come say it to my face. Say I stand on that. I stand on that. But what's next? What's next for this club? What's next for this manager? What's next for Mikel Arteta? He has to now earn my trust. He has to now earn my confidence. Because unlike most people, bro, I have backed him. You lot know that. I don't even have to keep saying it. But what's next? We've been in dire form. How we're still on top of this Premier League, bro, it's a miracle. The football isn't the greatest to watch, but I stand by it because it's effective. It's got us to where we are. Finished top of the league in the Champions League's final of the Carabao Cup, into the 5th round of the FA Cup. So really, you can't really argue. It's been my main point. No matter what you feel about the players or the manager or what's going on at the club, you can't argue that whatever we are doing, we are on the right path. You just can't argue it. The only argument anyone has to what's currently going on is the past. It's last season and the season before that, and literally that's all you have. He said he hasn't got us into a final. We're into one. We're dining at the top of Europe's elite, with every manager that has played against us saying this is the best team in Europe. Not my words. These are managers who have come up against our club. This is the best team in the Premier League. So no matter how much we're not, as fans, enjoying the football, we can't argue that it's not effective. For the reasons I've just stated. If you're Mikel Arteta out, there's no point. He's not going anywhere today, and he's not going anywhere tomorrow. So just park that for a second. But let's be fair. When we are playing football, we can't argue that out of 11 players, and this is of recent, out of 11 players, it's usually 3 players out of that 11 that are playing football for us. Everyone else is off form. It's usually Rice. It's usually Big Gabby, and maybe he's not. Maybe he's not even free. Maybe he's not even up to free players. Maybe I'm even being generous here. I've lost belief in the players, and there's no doubt we're currently in a massive blip. We've got no injury excuse to look at and say, oh, well, it's because so and so is out. I mean, for yesterday's game, doesn't matter because it's fucking Wolves, bro. We could have 7 players out yesterday. We still should batter them, bro. The tables never lied. The tables never lied. But there's no excuse because we have everyone fit or everyone's coming back from injury. Whether it's Havertz, whether it's Odegaard, everyone's fit. Bar Marino, who's the only one who's out for the rest of the season. I'm just not seeing anyone say, you know what, boys, give me the ball. I'm just not seeing anyone on that pitch saying, you know what, boys, let's get our heads together. We saw the I always talk about the huddle at the start of the game. I always tell you lot, if you lot watch my streams, you know how much I love when they huddle. Because I like to believe that's team spirit. I know every team does it, but we do it first half and we do it second half. I don't see most teams doing it second. We do it first and second half. Bukayo Saka, the captain yesterday, all he said was, come on, boys, let's go. 4 words. Where's the fucking... I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit too... Maybe I'm just being picky because I'm still a bit emotional right now. But there was no leaders on that pitch yesterday. There was none. It was almost like all we had to do was turn up, get 3 points and go, which should be the case. But at this stage in time, bro, that's disrespectful. Everyone's putting their eyes on that Man City game as the title decider. No, that Man City game is not the title decider. Because we fuck around, we're going there to do a guard of honor. That Wolves game is bigger than the Man City game. Every game leading to that Man City game is bigger than the Man City game. Don't get lost in the source of all the blockbuster games and, oh yeah, this, Arsenal, Man City, or Man City, Arsenal. Don't get lost in that source. 3 points is 3 points. 3 points is 3 points. Arteta's got to earn his sauce now. You've got to earn your salt now, bro. You've got to earn your salt now. Because I've said those big games, that's Sky Sports money. That's all they care about, is giving you the blockbuster games. As an Arsenal fan, I couldn't care less about what Sky Sports are doing, what they're advertising. I want to beat Wolves. I want to beat Bournemouth. I want to beat Forest. I want to beat Leeds. I want to beat... Why are we staking all our hopes into one game? Because so what? You beat Man City. The way we're playing, we're not even guaranteed to win the next game. Where do we go with... I'm still backing the manager. But where do we go and what's next? What's the expectations next? Because now we've got the North London derby, new manager. They've got the pressure to play. Listen, we've said from the beginning, the only ones that can fuck Arsenal up is Arsenal. Yesterday was the greatest example of it. It wasn't pressure from Man City. It wasn't pressure from Villa. It wasn't pressure from the fans. Self-inflicted pressure. You're 2-0 up against Wolves away from home. You start wasting time. Just think about that for a second, bro. We started wasting time as early as the 80th minute. There was no, let's just enjoy the ball. Let's keep possession. Bop it around. Make them tired. Let them chase after the ball. Put the ball over and finish it. There was none of that. There was none of that. G, I'm gonna call you back. I'm on the stream, yeah? I'm on the stream. I'll call you back, yeah? 100% Gibbs. 100%. And I asked yesterday, but what do you lot want to actually be remembered for? Everyone wants to call me now. Flipping it. Hello, P. P. I'm on the stream. I'll call you back, yeah? I'm on the stream. I'll call you back. Yeah, I'm on the stream. I'll call you back, yeah? I asked that question, bro. What do these lot want to be remembered for? Like, we're top of the table now, and we're still questioning the credentials of these men. That's how crazy it is. What other club can be where we are at this stage of the season and have no credibility? That's what I'm asking. What Saka, what do you want to be remembered for at the Arsenal? You've just signed a new contract. Martinelli, Rice, Gabby, Saliba. What do you lot actually want to be remembered for? These, bro, Wolves fans were singing second again, ole, ole, ole. Like, is that what you lot want to be remembered? Is that your legacy? Is that your legacy? Do you know what's the even most embarrassing thing, bro? I saw Odegaard's birthday the other day, yeah? The club posted a happy birthday post for him, yeah? And in the top corner, they've put what he's won at Arsenal, and it was a charity shield. How fucking embarrassing. It was better not to even put nothing there. They put a charity shield on the top hand corner. His accolades at Arsenal, a charity shield. Is this what you lot want to be remembered for? Fans like me, fans like others, spending hundreds, thousands a year to follow this club. And listen, no one has the right to win anything. Let's get that clear. Nobody has the right to win everything. You have to fight and earn the right to win everything. But we're not seeing fight. We're not getting bang for our money. I'm seeing the same old CEOs. Let me get into some of your comments, man. Rich says these players need to live up to the hype. No posts, no big talk after the games. Just go and do what needs to be done. Can be close. You can't be close and fumble again. Facts. Like, I was like on the verge, yeah, of like doing it. You know, you just like, I don't follow none of the players. I don't follow none of the Arsenal players because I haven't re-followed them from last season. I just went unfollowed. Don't want to see none of your posts. Don't want to see your this is a time for us to stick together. This is a time for the club to unite. I don't want to see any of that. Just go and fucking play football. That's your job. I don't want to see no cliche post. Oh, we're working hard. I don't want to see any of that. I'm in the business of football. Go out there, get the result. And if you get the result and you want to throw a post in that direction, cool. Get the result. Is the league done, people? Is it done? 5 points clear. Let me even have a look at the table even. That's how mad it is, bro. I refuse to look at it. Bro, yesterday I was on the, if you watch the stream, I was literally going to look at the table to see the goal difference when we went 2-0 up. And before I could get that thing working, Wolves had equalised. Let's look at the table. Let's look at the table. I mean, look at that, bro. Look at that. That's not a team that wins the that's trying to win the Premier League. That's not a team that's trying to win the Premier League. Look, her last five, two draws, two wins, and a loss. Look at the goal difference. 2-1 City. Like City have closed that gap, and that goal difference was what I was like. All right, cool. That's our little safety, our little insurance. If for whatever reason we f that up, at least we've got the goal difference. Look at that. Look at that, people. 32 to 30. They've scored. So, bro, their defense is. We've conceded what, 4 less goals than they have. So, what's the point of having all of this control? What's the point? We just gotta switch. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. Like, there's no one that's actually doing it for us. Like I said, out of 11 players, you probably can count 2 players on a regular basis that will show up. But look at that table. Man, okay, we'll look at the fixtures next, yeah? Look at the fixture list. How do I even do that? Let me even take this off the screen for now. So Man City are playing Newcastle, bro. They play Newcastle at home on Saturday. That should be 3 points for Man City. They've already beaten Newcastle. Just don't win there. Newcastle just don't win there. That's just not what Newcastle do. But then in the same breath, Man City don't win at Liverpool. They go there and win. So things. I don't know whether I'm doing a lot of hoping right now, because we right now I just can't see us beating anyone. I just can't see us beating anyone. And then we've got Spurs on a Sunday. So depending on what Man City do, we could go into that Spurs game 2 points behind, games level, or we could go five, still have the 5 points, and everything changes. But the issue is everything's changing around us, but nothing's changing with us. We're not capitalizing. We're not pushing forward. And then Villa and the hunt as well. Let's not even leave Villa out of this. By the way, they're playing what? They're playing Leeds on the weekend at home. Yes, they've stumbled at home a few times this season when the pressure's been on, but I wouldn't even sleep on Villa right now. And then we've got Brighton away. Bro, the confidence I have in these boys is no longer there. I don't know how that game goes. I can't stand up with chest and say, yeah, that's 3 points. I can't stand up with chest and say that's 3 points. The same week. Well, all games have been played at the same time on a Wednesday. So Forest are playing Man City at home, and then Villa have got Chelsea. I've got no faith or confidence right now in these players, and that's when I'm asking what's next. When I'm asking what's next, that's what I mean. What's next? Let me even read your comment. Dude, your head's fried. You must be scared of City, buddy. As a City fan, Arsenal fans cry right now. They know they ain't winning nothing for the next few seasons. Love the hair, Baldy. You must be new here, my guy. Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. This is what these man have done. They've got man getting with the personals, bro. Oh, the internet is an unforgiving place, people. The internet is an unforgiving place. Saka, you must earn your contract. I mean, you've earned your contract already. You've earned your contract already. But that was the past. You gotta get it together. And that 10 system, yeah, can we put that to bed now? Can we put that to bed? Because Saka on the right hand side is at least more productive than Madueke. And even though Saka's having a shit season, he's way more productive. But one thing I did learn from yesterday's game is Saka has lost not even a yard of pace, 2 yards of pace. Who saw that point when he was sort of the ball fell loose to him in midfield? He didn't have the explosion to get him to go. He had to check back. Zubi Mendy, oh my days. Zubi Mendy. The argument we was having in a group chat, man is saying he's nowhere near Partey. Other man is saying um, he's better than Partey. It's weird because I don't know. He scored way more goals than Partey, yes, but granted, bro, the other stuff he's not doing. The other stuff he's not doing. But the pressure is definitely on, and I honestly, this pressure is self-inflicted pressure. This isn't a pressure from trying to win the league. This is pressure they have put on themselves. Nobody can tell me anything, bro. Because you could have been 9, 12 points clear at this stage. At this stage, literally, once you go 12 points clear, that pressure is on the others to catch up because they know they've got no room for errors. But we keep in. If Arsenal are going to win this league this season, they must play low back like every other team is in the league tactically. Believe me, two midfielders pivot in front of the centre backs. Brother, I don't at this point, yeah, it's not even systems. It's not even systems, bro. You're asking for instance, you're asking Eze to do something he's not doing. You're asking Timber to do something he's not doing. It's just I don't think it's systems, it's players' confidence. They're mentally exhausted. They mentally fatigue. They mentally don't have the stomach. They get to this stage every season and they just hang. They don't have a solution for this stage of the season. It's as simple as that. I don't care what system you want to play, because the system we've played thus far has got us thus far. Like I mentioned earlier, Champions League top of the table, Carabao Cup final, fifth round of FA Cup, 5 points clear at the top of the table. These players are having reoccurring nightmares, bro. I don't know if there's a sports psychologist within the club that can take one-to-one sessions with every player, down to the reserves. It's what I see. It's a mentality issue more than anything. We have said all through the season We've got the best centre back pairing in Europe. I certainly have. Let me say what I've said. Yeah, we have the best centre back pairing. I said we've got the best centre back in the world in Gabi Magalesh. We've got one of the best attacking or defensive midfielders in Declan Rice. We've got the best right back in Timber. Said this all through the season, but the mentality is weak. So when we're talking about the Carabao Cup, all of a sudden, our season rests on that final. Our season rests on that final. If we don't win that final, especially because it's against City, the effects of that could essentially end our season, bro. With how fragile we are, that there could hurt our season. And on the other side, a win there could change our season. These men look nervous. They look scared, bro. I've been in fights with people, bro. Even if I've been in fights that I didn't want to be in. I'm talking about physical fights. I'm waiting for someone to step in. I'm waiting for someone to stop me getting into this fight because I don't want to be in it. I don't want to swing. I don't want to be swung on. Like, I've definitely been in that situation where like you're shook. You're shook to even get involved. Cause you're thinking you're looking at my man. You can see he's got more of the aggression. You're not ready for it. You know if you get into it, you're gonna get embarrassed, bro. Worst case, get knocked out. I've been in that situation. But then equally, I've been in situations where I've seen man trying to back out, trying to look for every avenue, every corner to come out to escape. But with how fragile we are right now, I don't think we even have that fight in us, bro. Like they reminded me of Nigeria. I've seen, bro, when we played in the AFCON, it is so similar. I was thinking, I know this familiar feeling from somewhere. Nigeria versus Morocco, bro. Absolutely terrified of laying a glove. This is what I'm saying. I'm always held accountable because, like I said, when you're on the internet, like how I am, when you're talking shit, like how I do, like I don't blame. I don't blame people. I don't blame people. I wind people. I wind people up all the time. I wind rival fans up, Liverpool fans in particular, and I wind bottom gooners up. So when I'm getting it, it's cool. It's part. It is. It is what it is. It's part and parcel of it. It is what it is. You know, I'm still backing my team until they cannot be backed no more. It's 100% a mentality issue, and this even the manager. Even what's his mentality like? Spent what the last how many minutes talking about the players? Let's talk about what's Arteta's mentality like. What do you want to be remembered as Mikel? As the manager that just came to fix Arsenal after 6 seasons and then left, but you didn't really add any silverware other than your FA Cup. What do you want to be remembered as? Remember that as always the bridesmaid. We've seen those memes with you in a dress holding a bouquet in your hand. It's almost like the fear of winning is greater than the push for success. I'm talking about I've been in fights where I'm like, I don't care. Fuck it, let's go. Like, let's go, fuck it. I've had that mentality as well. Where everyone's like, yeah, yo, you need to chill, This brother's Yeah, this brother's about it. I don't care, bro. Come, man. Let's do it. Let's get to it. I've had that mentality. Because what's the worst what literally could be the worst that could happen with these boys? I don't get it. This is a team that Mikel has put together. These are the players that he's entrusted. This is that season everyone said, you know what? If he doesn't win this season, he's out. So he knows what's on the line, what's out there for him. He knows. I like to believe that behind the scenes, as we're speaking right now, that there's a meeting going on where the players, coaching staff are in a room and everyone is addressing the issue. Not diplomatically, but raw. Something like this, Raya calling Gabby a Porcio, Gabby calling Raya a Porcio. Everyone just having it out. That diplomatic shit don't work. Sometimes it needs to be hard and harsh. Big up KP in the house. I see you. I like to believe that in a deep meeting where it's just men in a room harshing it out like men. Once that's done, everyone head back to their house, come back for training. No one's talking there's no laughter. And I don't want to see laughter on a training pitch. And I want to see pictures when posted on Instagram or the YouTube channel where everyone's laughing. We've all been in that situation where there's a bit of tension in the air and everyone's serious. Talk about Saka. What do you mean? What do you want to say about Saka? What do you want to say about Saka? Or are you implying that I let some players slide and others? Is that what you're implying? That I'm letting Saka slide? Talk, man, talk. Don't forget, people, slap the likes as well. I know it's a bit. I know it's been a heavy one, but if you just do me a favor, man, slap the likes before you take your next breath, people. Slap the likes. Slap the likes. If Norgard is still at Brentford, he would have played against us, probably score. He would play against Wolves and they'll win. But Arteta is not good enough to start. That one is easy. It's easy to answer, bro. You spend how much on Zubimendi and then you spend how much on Norgard. This is the politics of football. This is the politics of football. Like, you're going to, it's like when, who was it? United were playing Anthony, bro. Because they spent all that much money on him, he has to play. It's an investment, he has to play. To the point where it got so bad, they had to ship him off. Look at Zubimendi's numbers. Like, he scored a lot of goals. They're going to look at that and think, well, he's deserving to start. But I agree with you, by the way. I agree with you. I would love to see Norgard come on. But again, does it really matter who's coming on, who's coming off, if the mentality of the group isn't right? You're seeing Jesus through on goal yesterday, bro. Not one point did you think he was going to score. Not one point did you think he was going to trouble Wolves. Man's fighting after the game. During the game, no fight. But after the game, he wants to fight. Do you get what I'm saying? All right, so you're saying Saka's on a 300k contract. That's what the club think he's worth, bro. That's what the club, they say you're only as good as what you negotiate, right? Saka's negotiated a 300k contract. Ain't nothing I can say about that. He's an academy player, so there was never a transfer fee for him. He's been one of our most consistent performers since Mikel stepped through the door. Injuries aside, you negotiate what you can. I mean, the alternative is he doesn't sign a contract, and then everyone says, "Oh well, Mikel's lost the dressing room," when one of your captains don't want to sign a contract, and then he runs his contract down. He goes elsewhere. We don't get a penny for him. We saw what happened with Liverpool and Trent. 10 mil they got for him. So we saw the uproar with that. So that's the alternative, my bro. That's the alternative. So that's the alternative. Like you can't. Do you get what I'm saying? You're only as good as what you negotiate, and he's managed to negotiate that much. He scored a goal back from his injury. Ah, I don't know. I don't know. I never seen a trophy, but the chest to talk about teams is jail time. It's in its own right. Um, Yo, Stricto, what's your Insta? I want to meet you at North London Derby. I'm tired of you trying to press man that are smaller than you. Try to do that to me. But my Insta's there, bro. Come on. My Insta's there. Stricto strict. Stricto strict. That's my Insta, bro. Let me put it there so you can see it. Stricto strict. Stricto strict, bro. It's there. Make sure you message me now. Make sure you message me now. I'll look out for you. Where's my Insta? Message me now. Nope. Can't see nothing from you, my guy. 1,000 lashes, you pussy. Um, Pierce Morgan says they need to go on a weekend away in the sun. Nah, man, they don't need to do nothing enjoyable, bro. Nothing, and you gotta earn that. Enough. To be fair, a lot of them can earn. A lot of them got money to do that anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it means anything to them, bro. We're talking Saka on 300k. Like, what's a weekend in the sun for that? Nothing, nothing. KP the super chat, big up, bro, man. This is therapy right here. So I'm trying to provide therapy. But who's gonna provide therapy for me that needs? Do you get what I'm saying? But big up KP, but with a super chat once again. We've got the Sharks. We've got the Sharks. The Sharks are out. The Sharks are out. That's what I'm saying. I want this. I want this energy, bro. I want this energy. I want this energy. I'm just hoping these boys can get it together because nothing's gonna sweep me more than all of these bad mouths than Arsenal winning the league, bro. Than Arsenal actually getting it over the line. Well, big up yourself anyway. Um, Stricto, why are you so dismissive of criticizing the manager? Brother, you said I should. Oh my days. Oh my days. You man set your own narratives. I can't compete. The truth is, I can't compete with your narratives, bro. I can't. I criticize the manager, he's a flip-flop. I encourage the manager, is an Arteta sexual. I can't win against your narrative, bro. Whatever you think it is, that's whatever you think it is. I'm not here to change your mind. You just accuse me of pressing people smaller than me to the point you said you want to link me because I can't run that to you. I can't. You should know me by now, bro. If you watch my content long enough, I don't give a shit. Your narrative is your narrative. I've never pressed nobody that ain't tried to press me first. It's as simple as that. The footage isn't there. Don't try to use my size as as your on your agenda. Because man them smaller than me is still running up and talking. And then when I stand, look at the size of you though. Oh, look how old you are. Oh, da, 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 da. Don't run that narrative on me, bro. It's never gonna run. It doesn't work. You can't bully me. I bully the bullies, bro. The bullies cannot bully me. You can't throw the rocks, turn around and hide your hands. But then when I launch my shit back, tears. Never bullied not one person on this earth, bro. There's not one person taking breath in this life that would say I've bullied them, bro. But I tell you what, I've backed myself every time someone's tried it. Even when someone's half tried it, I've backed myself. So yeah, miss me with that narrative of because you're pressing people smaller than you. Who's smaller than me, bro? Or who's bigger than me, bro? Your narrative can't run on me, bro. I say what I want to say to whoever I want to say. Consequences or no consequences. Yeah, I mean, for some people, they're trying to use the fact we lost points yesterday as an excuse to get at Arsenal fans that have backed the manager. This is their time now. This is their shine. Cool, take it. Take your shine, bro. Take your shine. You want to shine so much. You want Arsenal to flop. Take your shine, bro. Shine. Shine on. Shine on. Shine on. I can't say I can't say nothing to you, bro. That's your opinion. My opinion is you're not an Arsenal fan. Actually, if anything, you're the one putting the manager before the club, not me. Not me. You're the one putting the manager before the club because you would rather see the manager fail than the club actually succeed. It's you lot that are so obsessed with Arteta. A man gets injured in warm up, it's Arteta. A man runs to the train station, misses his train, Arteta. A man trips over his laces, it's Arteta. His girl cheating on him, it's Arteta. So who's really obsessed with Arteta? You lot can't run your agenda here, bro. You lot can't run your agendas here, bro. You lot can't run your agendas here. I've missed a lot of chats. Oh, look at these threats. See with you, you want to be a you. Again, that's your agenda. That's your agenda. Who's a YouTube gangster? Those are your words. I'm not easy, bruv. I'm not. I'm not hard to find, my guy. Don't put your narrative on me, bro. That's your narrative. What you wanna do? You wanna hurt me? You wanna come bust my head? You wanna come bust my head? You're literally on YouTube, on internet. Oh shit! You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up, bro. I've got to leave that comment there. You're on internet, being a gangster. Look at that. Look at that. Saying he wants to come lick me. You're literally on internet, hating on what you, proving on what you're hating. That's what you are, mug. You were bullying Northside and Yardman. You see, this is what I'm saying. You internet guys don't know Yardman's my guy. I can call Yardman right now. Northside's not my guy. Northside can die in a ditch. Yeah, Northside can die in a ditch. Say that again, bro. Got no issue saying that. He ain't gonna cuss family and think and for the sake of football and threaten me for the sake of football and then hide and then be hiding. Oh, here we go. The fights. Hey, there's a lot of clowns on here, you know. There's a lot of clowns in here. There's for real a lot of clowns in here. There's definitely a lot of clowns in here. But there's some legends in here as well. Big up Stricto. Strict the legend. Big up my guy. I don't understand how I don't understand. I'm just trying to look through comments. This Yeah, for real. Let me. You're right, Rich. You know, Rich, you're right. Let me stop giving man airtime, bro. I think the more airtime I give them, the more relevant man really think he is because Stricto's replied to you, bro. 1,000 lashes to you. 1,000 lashes. Big up all the real Arsenal fans. Yeah, the Arsenal fans that stand by their club through thick and thin. Yeah, big up all of you Arsenal fans. We're not paying attention to these bottom gooners, bro. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the week. Big up my guy. Big up my guy. Man, hey, we made it. Man said, "Come no Philly," you know. Hey, we made it. You know what? The threat has gone all the way to North Philly. Arteta, look what you did, Arteta. Look what you did, Arteta. I should really be Arteta out right now because look what Arteta's doing, bro. He's got a man in North Philly doing a gangster tip. Broad Street bullies. Man, they said I should come Philly. Oh, oh. Ella saying, I think you need to forget about the negative fans. Um, you need to forget about the negative fans. My boyfriend still thinks we're going to win the league. Oh, your boyfriend is yeah, your boyfriend's the dude, man. He's the guy. How's he finding the strength? How's he finding the strength? How's he finding the strength? I think, do you know what it is, yeah? We've got to let the bottom greeners have this one, bro. Today's their day, bro. Today's their anniversary, bro. Like, I'm talking about candles, red panties, R&B, baby Hoyle, baby Hoyle. Do you get what I'm saying? Grapes, champagne, all of that. Today is their day, bro. They can have it. Let them have it. Let them have it. I give it to them, people. I give it to them. They've waited this long, bro. They've waited what? How many games? They've waited. They have waited. Some of them are still waiting because there's some bottom gooners I haven't seen really jump on top yet. They're waiting for, I suppose, the nail in the coffin. Yeah, the coffin is there. The lid is open. They're waiting to shut it, and then before they can come out, because they know shit can still turn, innit? They know Newcastle can turn up at Etihad and possibly get something. So they're not really going in yet. So a lot of these men are going in too immature, like premature ejaculation with a lot of these man. A lot of premature ejaculation right now. That's why I'm not getting carried away. Am I upset? Of course I'm upset we lost last night. I'm very upset. Shit, I just said lost. I mean drew, but it's the same feeling. What's the 1 point and 0 points? Not much difference between the two. So, but I'm here to say, people, still one game at a time for the real Arsenal fans. Yeah, it's still one game at a time. We've got to get behind the boys. But I think also there's still conversations we can have around the boys and around the manager. Of course there is. It's not all rose petals and champagne, because it's not. But I can differentiate between giving up and criticizing. Some people can't, and that's why you're seeing them in the comments crying. That's why you see them in the comments crying. Do you get what I'm saying? You see them in the comments crying, bro. So it's just a case of like letting these lot have their shine. They've deserved it. They've earned it, bro. They've earned it. How many Premier League games in? 27 games in, bro. They've earned their victory tonight. But like I've always said, what is the point of supporting your club? Like, just pack it up. Don't be a bottom gooner. Just pack it up and say, you know what, football's not for me. Or better more, change your club. If football's still for you, maybe Arsenal's not for you. Change your club. Join Liverpool. They've won 6 European trophies. Join Man United, second most successful club in the world. Arsenal third. The fourth, I don't know who's fourth. Join them guys. Join Everton. If you want to go international, go Bayern Munich. The choice is yours. You cannot tell me, and I make it clear, you cannot tell me which manager I back, which club I support, bro. You cannot do that. The choice is yours. It's Arsenal for life. You lot are obsessed with Mikel, not me. KP, as KP says, This manager, the this manager guys, the this manager folk. How dare you? How dare you? Hit the likes, hit the likes. Before you take your next breath, hit the likes. Before you take your next breath, hit the likes. Hit the likes. Big up Blanco, big up Blanco. Big up Blanco. Big up Blanco. Our next game is against Spurs. How do you lot think we're going to do in that game? I know the minimum expectation in that game is 3 points. We've left ourselves with no room. We had 9 lives. We're currently on our 8th life, if you want to put it that way. We've got no more room. We created a lot of room for ourselves. You can argue maybe like, we put ourselves in a position that could allow us insurance to go through a turbulent period. You know, when you've taken a sick day off work and you've gone to the doctor and doctor signed you off for like a week. I'm on the 6th day now. The next day, we're returning back to work. That's essentially what we've done. We've built up such a buffer for ourselves. And possibly, maybe that's why we've been playing how we've been playing. Because the urgency and the purpose isn't there. Perhaps, maybe this sort of pressure, no, I don't know. Maybe I'm hoping. Maybe knowing that the pressure is right up your ass brings out a different side of you. I don't know. I would like to think it does. I would hope it does. Do you get what I'm saying, chat? I hope it does. Because maybe it's a complacency issue. You're complacent because you've got your girl. You've already bagged her. Do you know what I'm saying? You've bagged her already. There's nothing. I ain't got to take her out anymore. She ain't got to see Shard anymore. She ain't got to be chauffeur driven. I ain't got to buy the Birkin no more. I've bagged it already. And you get complacent. You stop doing the things you was doing to get her. Maybe it's a case of that. Maybe they really need to look at the table and think, shit, I ain't got time to fuck around no more. You know, when you're getting older and you think of yourself, as men, when we get older, we don't really celebrate our birthdays, do we? I don't. You look at it and you think, shit, I'm getting old. I need to pattern up, put things in places. And perhaps this is just the reminder, like, yo, you man better pattern up. If not, you lot will be the biggest jokes in Premier League history. Since the Premier League, you can go back if you want to go. I can't go back past the Premier League. If you want to go back to the old Division 1, you are on course to either be the biggest laughing stock or be the greatest team. It's literally that simple. Get me in that changing room. Let me talk my shit. Let me talk my shit. Get me in that changing room. Don't forget, people, run up the likes. Run up the likes. Get me in that changing room. Yeah, I mean, Blanco, I think that's probably the best. That's probably the best I've heard someone say, to be fair. It is still in our hands. And that's the reminder right there. It's still in our hands. But I weren't encouraged by yesterday whatsoever. Yesterday's result done more harm than good. And not for Arsenal in terms of like the psychological side has definitely given an edge to anyone who's chasing us. Definitely. It wasn't even about dropping the points. It was even about the performance. I spoke to I was on Dan Potts' show. Was it the day before? I think today is what, Thursday. I was on Dan Potts' show on Tuesday, and I said, what I want to see is mentality, bro. I want to see that man rock up and say, all right, cool, we want to win this league. Today, you lot are sacrificial lamb. We are going to just come, rip you lot apart, eat, cut you lot open, eat your guts for meat, and wear your skin, wear your skin for warmth. That kind of setting. But it was absolutely went the other way. But yeah, what next? I think a lot of us have answered the question. It's about 3 points. It's about dragging yourselves up. Even if you ain't got the energy, you've got to pick yourselves up and go. There is no time. Anyone that is currently wearing that Arsenal shirt is wearing it for a reason. You're playing for the Arsenal, bro. You've got yourself in this point of your career to play one of the best sides in the country, one of the best teams in Europe. You're not here by coincidence. You're here because of your hard work's got you so far. Push ahead, forge ahead. We've got great things to achieve. Yes, we're in a blip. Yes, we're currently, I wouldn't say it's a crisis, but we're going through heavy turbulence right now. Heavy. There's no denying it, bro. You know one of them turbulence where you're like, is the plane all right? We're definitely in that. But I wouldn't say it's crisis. I wouldn't say it's one of them ones where the mask has fallen from the cabin. I don't think it's that yet. Maybe I'm here to remind you that. I don't know. So we'll wait and see what that Tottenham game offers. But I'm definitely doing the City watch along on Saturday, so you lot better be locked in for that. So yeah, we're going to end the stream. But before you leave, people, don't forget to slap the likes. Slap the likes. Hit the hype as well. Hit the hype as well. Hit the hype. Hit the hype. And yeah, we're gonna end it there. Yeah, big up yourselves. Peace. We'll come again on Saturday.
I went from strict to strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Strict.